Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the best centers in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And Archer is back for yet another video. I think he's been in every video I've recorded in the last like hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know. I've literally been recording videos all day. It's 8 p.m. on Friday. I only have a couple more videos to do. I've literally been recording. I've done like 20 videos today. Just been doing nothing but making videos all day. So I'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe, because I'm trying to get y'all content all weekend, and I'm tired. So I apologize. My voice is a little tiring. Archer's bored and has a lot of energy, so he's going to be in the background of this video a lot probably. And hope y'all enjoy the video anyway. So starting off with Dark Matter Shaq, the honest truth is, on a list this loaded at this point in the year, I'll give him B, but the only reason I'm giving him B is because of his speed and his interior ability. He's a very, very limited shooter. I don't think he's a great card. He's not atrocious, but B tier feels right at this point because he's not a good shooter. There's Archer. Wemby in S tier is going to be a no-brainer. He is absolutely, arguably, still the best center in the game just because of how incontestable his jumper is. He's got 85 speed. He's 7'4". He's a legitimately glitchy card. He's amazing. Vlade in A tier feels totally right. Really good card. Big fan. I think he's absolutely A tier. Jumper's nice. Does a lot of good all the way around. Well-rounded card. Really solid. Chet, awesome. Big player build. High-level shooter. Jumper's not god tier, but it's good enough. Defensively, he's a beast. Really good card. Rudy Gobert, same tier as Shaq. A tier below Vlade, in my opinion. Just limited as a shooter. Everything else is good, but I think he's a little limited as a shooter. Tyson Chandler, actually, despite being only a diamond, is also going to go B tier. I actually love this card for a diamond. I think he's really, really good. Very viable still. Jumper is actually really nice. He's got good speed. He's got great defense, great dunking. He is a very, very good card. Taco Fall, D tier, not good. Meme card, yes, but 30 speed and like 33 ball is just not going to cut it. He is not good enough at all. Arvydas Sabonis is going to go C tier. He would be D tier, but there are a couple guys worse than him on this list. Now, only going to have a couple guys in the D tier probably on this one specifically, but Arvydas, I mean, he's 50 speed, but his jumper's nice and he is 7'3". I just wish that he had not 50 speed, because he's actually be a pretty good card if he didn't. Embiid is S tier as well. We're going to have probably a little bit of a top heavy list on this one, just to be honest, because there are a lot of good cards, and Embiid has to be S tier as well, in my opinion. Well, he's the worst of the Dark Matter bigs. Is he actually S tier? He might be A tier. I think I'm going to put Embiid in A tier. A little bit undersized. I feel like he's the worst of the Dark Matters, and to even out this list a little bit, we're going to put him A tier. I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. Marcus Gasol. Wish he was a little faster, but he is a good shooter. He's got a good release. He's not a bad card. I think C tier is probably fair for him. Alex Sarr. B tier-ish. I mean, yeah, probably. 7'1", pretty good jump shot, good defender, solid card. Definitely better than Sabonis and Gasol. I feel like B tier's right. Dirk Nowitzki, jumper's not very good. He's a fine finisher, not a horrible defender. 85 speed is fine. I mean, he's like high C, low B at this point. I'm gonna go C because I don't like his jumper, but he could be argued B for sure. Dikembe's D tier, rest in peace, but his card is not good. Can't really shoot. Not super fast either. He's D tier as well. Patrick Ewing, also D tier. This card is atrocious. His jumper is gross. I would literally rather use these guys, despite their flaws, for sure, than Patrick Ewing. Can't stand the jump shot. I don't think he's a good card at all. Kareem is a S tier. Amazing card. Really, really like him a lot. He does everything well. Even shooting isn't really a liability for him. He's a monster. Legitimately a great card. Yao Ming, I'm going to go A tier still because he's 7'6". I don't adore the card, but the size does make him valuable. His jumper's actually pretty good too. It's just a low rating, but solid card. A tier feels fair. KP's obviously S tier. The 100 overalls, of course, are going to be at this point in the year. I mean, 99 speed on a 7'2" dude is something that's hard to match up with. He's insanely good and just amazing. S tier for sure. D-Rob, I'm going A tier still. D-Rob's still a very solid card. Still has good speed, good size, solid jumper, good dunking. Overall, well-rounded card. I think A tier is good. Akeem is better than Embiid, in my opinion. Better movement, better jump shot, or as good of a jumper. Maybe a little better interior animations. Him and Embiid are very close. If you wanted to put somebody else in A tier, I probably could do Akeem, but I'm going to leave him in the S tier. Base Wemby is A tier, in my opinion. Pink Diamond. I know that might sound crazy to say, but among like these cards, when he is base, I actually think he's A tier. Now, if you have a fully badged Wemby, he's S tier. Keep that in mind. But a base Pink Diamond Wemby, I actually think is A tier, and I don't mind that placement. Wilt, B tier because of the lack of shooting, just like guys like Shaq and Tyson and Rudy. Just don't like the jumper. He's not very good. I mean, he's not bad. I'm sorry. He's very good otherwise, but I don't think that kind of holds it back. Jokic in C tier is not a card I'm a big fan of. Jumper's bad. I would actually take everybody in B tier over him. He's kind of soft. He's just not that good. Kalel Ware deserves an A tier spot. Really love this card. Best pink diamond big in the game. It's not even close. Maybe the best pink diamond card. Well, not the best pink diamond card. He's not the best pink diamond actually, because Wimby exists, but he's probably the second best. He's really, really good. And he does deserve to be A tier. That is for sure. Carl-Anthony Towns, just like Jokic, not a fan. C tier. Jumper's not good. He's not great defensively. He's a little undersized. He's just pretty mid. Shaq's gonna go S tier. Not a bad card. Not. I mean, he's the best. He's the best big in this game. To be honest, I don't know why I said not a bad card. He's insanely good. Maybe at center you could make an argument for Wimby being better than 100 overalls because of incontestability, arguably, but probably not. I mean, Shaq and KP are just that good. I feel like Kareem is too, to be honest, but Shaq and KP especially are just ridiculous. Edie has 60 speed. His jumper's pretty good, and he has 7.5, but he's still 60 speed. At this point, I'd rather have everybody in B tier over him. I think he's C tier, and then realistically, KP. Look, I don't dislike KP, but I'd rather have Vlade. I'd rather have D-Rob. I think I'd rather have Kalel. I'd definitely rather have Pink Diamond Wimby, Pink Diamond Yao, or Opal Yao. Honestly, as weird as that is to say, KP as a base card is probably B tier. Badged up again, he's A tier for sure. If he's super badged, it could even be argued as S. But at this point, he's not that dominant defensively. He's not insanely athletic. His speed is kind of mid. He's just not that great. And I think, again, probably a B tier card on this list. Only 3 D tier guys. I don't know. Maybe Sabonis gets moved down because of the speed. Like, Edie's definitely better than Sabonis. I feel like Sabonis is the outlier in this area just because his speed is such a liability. Like, Edie's 2 inches taller and 10 speed higher, and I'm saying he's C tier. I feel like Sabonis probably has to go D tier just to even out the list a little bit. I don't know. I think we'll go with something like this. The center position is really loaded though. Like, there are a lot of guys in A tier that are really, really good cards. In fact, the bigs that I've been using, Pink Diamond Wimby, Pink Diamond Kalel, Opal D-Rob, Opal Wilt, Opal Tyson, Opal Gobert, like A and B tier guys are very usable in Showdown. Like, this is a very, very solid position with a lot of depth to it, which is why you have some high tier cards like Jokic, like Cat, guys like that down in the C tier. But I would be interested to hear who y'all have been using at your center positions, who your favorite cards are at the position. And also, if I left anybody off the list that you'd like to hear my thoughts on, feel free to leave a comment about that as well. I will try my best to let y'all know where I would put those guys on the list. And hopefully we continue to see some other good budget centers as well. Like, Kalel Ware's the only really good budget center. I guess I could have included like Pink Diamond Big Z. I didn't include him. He maybe should have been on this list. He would have been C tier as well. But just most like the really cheap guys under 50K, Kalel Ware's the only one that I think is really good. Like, I say that Tyson's really solid. Alex Sarr's really solid. Like, there are a couple, but in general, this would be a position where it'd be nice to get a couple more really good pink diamonds over the next couple weeks to continue to give people more and more options to work with. But as a whole, I think this is a pretty good list, and I think the position's pretty solid, and there's a pretty good amount of budget options, and getting Kalel Ware this weekend was a really nice addition to that position as well. And yeah, with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Base.